Welcome back. The picture of a drowned migrant baby being carried by a German rescuer has become one of the most representation of the stark realities of the migrant crisis. The baby, who appears to be no more than a year old, was pulled from the sea last Friday after the capsizing of a wooden boat. 45 bodies arrived in the southern Italian port of Reggio Calabria on Sunday aboard an Italian Navy ship which picked up 135 survivors from the same scene. Aid organizations and the UN have been concerned about the number of migrant deaths, which they say has been on the rise.
The UN Refugee Agency, as well as aid agency Médecins Sans Frontières, says anywhere from 700 to 900 migrants may have died at sea this week. The numbers are based on testimony from survivors like these. Some 14,000 people in all rescued in just 1 week while making the journey from Libya towards Italy, the single most dangerous border passing for migrants in the world. The stories relayed by the migrants who do make it to shore are an itemization of misery. Many say their smugglers beat them. The women say they were raped. Some are more shaken than others because they've lost loved ones along the way. They're fleeing war and poverty. This week's arrivals include Eritreans, Sudanese, Nigerians and other West Africans. Some of the rescued migrants report a single ship capsizing this week where more than 550 people may have perished, many of them women and children. But Médecins Sans Frontières says we may never really know the true number of dead, as Europe's migrant crisis continues seemingly unabated despite calm seas.
Ramadan is in the 9th month of the Muslim calendar, when the Quran was first revealed to Muhammad according to Islamic doctrine. Muslims around the world observe the holy month by fasting from dawn until sunset. Ramadan is fast approaching, and while it's the season to share with family and neighbors, Muslims in Egypt are worried things may not be the same this year.
Each year, Muslims in Egypt stock up on food supplies and Ramadan treats in the days and weeks before the holy month, which is expected this year to begin in the first week of June. But in the run-up to this year's holy fasting month, many Egyptians say they are struggling to buy the usual goods that are found on the Ramadan iftar table. One customer, Hassan Mahmoud, says the prices have increased, of course, because the dollar is up and most of the products are imported, so the prices are higher than last year. Another shopper, Fawza Abdel Sattar, says the things are expensive, to be honest. What should those that have children do? Things are expensive. At 126 and 127 Egyptian pounds, what can we buy? What can we buy? What can we afford? A bag of ice? Products should be less expensive, so those who have children can afford to buy them. While private markets are quiet, it was an altogether different scene at a state-subsidized Ramadan market. Crowds of shoppers jostled to gain access to the shopping event, where many were keen to bag a bargain. Ahlan Ramadan, the governmental initiative to provide shoppers with affordable Ramadan supplies, is organized by the Supply Ministry. Mahmoud Diab, Egypt's Supply Ministry spokesman, said efforts to provide subsidized outlets with sufficient amount of reserves began weeks before Ramadan. We were completely prepared for the month of Ramadan. First, there was a plan that included that there be strategic reserves for all of the food supplies of meat, chicken and fish and vegetables and legumes, fruits and even the Ramadan supplies, and we started pumping them in all of the supply outlets and the wholesale markets and the mobile markets, in all of the governorates at prices much more discounted than the market. The state-subsidized market is open for 10 days until June the 3rd.
And with that, we wrap it up on Network Africa today. Thank you for watching. I am Bisi Adebayo.